Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So, I want to always make sure, like I said, we talk about everything that's going on and to keep you guys posted on certain things that mainstream media, of course, will not talk about. I remember a time not too long ago when we were in election season and all social media posts were about the election. After tracking all the lies that I was told about COVID, I was said, no, I'm going to go ahead and look into this election myself and look into these candidates and figure out who they really are. Even though, yes, we did know Donald Trump, but I just wanted to see about his policies and see about Joe Biden's policies. Well, of course, I first looked up the racist Donald Trump because that's what they told me, he was racist. And I was sure I would find the executive law that he must have put in place on black people that caused them to lose money and their freedoms since we hate him so much. But to my surprise, I really couldn't find that executive order. And in fact, I was able to find out that under that administration, there have been more black owned businesses that came up, less black folk on welfare, more money given to HBCUs, and he was even bringing back manufacturing to the United States. And it's just to name a few, okay? So then I thought to myself, I said, well, if a racist like Donald can somehow be a part of good things for black people, then I know Joe Biden must have accomplished some of the most amazing things for black people in his 50 years in politics. However, to my surprise, I found out that he pretty much authored the crime bill that destroyed many black families. It was a part of a decision that stopped integrating schools, like black schools and white schools, like stopped integrating the kids to come together in school in the 70s. And he did this while telling people, like, I don't want my children growing up in a racial jungle. And that's just like a small amount of the stuff that I found out about him. But this is not that video. So I said, you know what? I'm so happy I found this out because I don't want to make a bad decision and I need to let everybody know so that they didn't actually vote the races that they didn't want in. Because remember, that was the campaign, right? That was the 2020 campaign to black people. Vote Donald Trump out because he's the racist. Well, was I in for the real surprise? Many black folk told me I just wanted to be white. They called me all kinds of names. Not all black folk, but many did. I also had white liberals telling me that I was way too oppressed to be voting for Donald Trump. I lied to you not. And then when I brought up stuff like the crime bills and everything that, by the way, Bill Clinton gave us at least a farce of an apology for. Joe Biden said apologize for what? Okay. They told me, you know what, we need to forget about the things he did in the past. He's a changed man. I heard that so much. He's a changed man. A changed man, forget about things he did in the past. But what about this lovely number that he gave us during his campaign?
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
I guess it's all that black people needed to hear. They felt like they needed to protect their blackness and vote for Joe Biden. And don't forget, Kamala was on the ticket. So it made it very easier for black people to get our chucks and pearls and go hit that ticket for Joe and Kamala. Okay, they pulled the lever while wearing their chucks and their pearls, because that's all I saw running through my Facebook around that time. Girl, you got your chucks and pearls on? Yes. We must have turned out in a force unlike anything ever seen, because on Saturday it was announced Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were president-elect and vice president-elect. They had won. And not only did they win the election that Saturday, they also beat COVID along the way, because guess what? Everybody ran out into the streets, sharing champagne bottles, out there dancing and jigging. There was no more COVID too. They was out there in the streets getting down. And the world had a sigh of relief. Yes, Joe Biden was going to be president and he's going to unify us. You know, he talked about unifying us in the inauguration, and we were so filled with emotion while watching this. So why don't we recap? Why don't we recap what Joe has done for the black community so far? When he first got into office, he did take time out to actually make it a federal offense to hurt black people or to hate black people. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, he did that for Asians. Oh, that's right. He made it He put the Asian hate bill. Oh, yeah. Well, my fault. That was my fault. All right, so let me see. Hold up. Oh, I got it. Okay. He had Black Lives Matter come back to Congress so that they could talk about the George Floyd Act for police reform. Yeah, he had them back in Congress so they could, wait a minute. My fault. Oh, they haven't been back to Congress. They haven't been back since. Yeah, that act, actually, nobody talks about that anymore, right? All right, my bad. All right, for real. Oh, okay. He gave more money to the HBCUs. No, shit. Sorry. Dag, he took away money from the HBCUs. Actually, he was proposing to give them money, but then he brought it down to like he took away, I think, a good like 80% of the money that was supposed to be for HBCUs in his bill. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't happen. This is the one. This one just came out this week, and this is going to make Black people happy. He is finally talking about reparations. Yes, Joe Biden is proposing $450,000 in reparations in his new human infrastructure bill. Finally, Joe Biden, forget everything else. He finally did the right thing. But I don't even care about everything else. $450,000 per person for reparations. I can't even believe that he. What? Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. He's proposing it for illegal immigrants. Yes, Black folk. He's going to give illegal immigrants reparations, and you get nothing. So the reason why they're proposing this policy is because during the Trump administration, there were people who were entering this country illegally who were separated from their families at the border. And these people cited that they went through psychological issues because that happened to them. So they went through psychological issues for trying to enter this country in illegally. And of course, things didn't go their way. So now they're talking about giving them $450,000 per person. And as of right now, there's over 900 claims that have been put in about this psychological issue that they had from being separated at the border. The crazy thing is, I didn't think that I would have to make this video until at least a good 2 years into this man's administration, to the Biden-Harris administration. It hasn't even been a year yet, and I can make this video. All I'm saying is, Black folk, we need to stop letting the word racism be our controlling factor. If you can only remember how y'all sounded around the time of election, I had people saying to me, we need to vote Donald Trump out or else Black people are going to get killed, okay? The militias are going to come out and they're going to kill Black people. How are you going to feel the next time your mom is in some area in Pennsylvania with her accent around a bunch of Trump supporters and then they're going to hurt her? If that's not deranged, I don't know what is. And let me just make it very clear. I've been to Western PA. I didn't have a problem. We literally voted based on emotion. Look at the crying, look at the dancing, all of it. Enough is enough. What is it going to take for us to realize the word racism is used to string us along like puppets? Joe Biden does not care about the Black community. And let me make it clear, I'm not waiting for the government to come here and save me. And you shouldn't be either. You hear candidates say equity, diversity, inclusion, racism, representation, run the other way. That means that they're just using your real issues just to get them where they need to go. And you'll hear nothing else from them. So I'm very excited to see where it's going to go with the Biden-Harris administration for the next 3 years coming up, all right? Because this first year has been quite the roller coaster. Thank you guys for coming through to listen to this video, to watch this video. If you made it this far, please subscribe. Please like this video. Comment below. Tell me how you feel about this. If you did vote for Joe Biden, it's okay. It's okay. It's not, I'm mad at anybody who did it. I'm just pointing out the obvious that's going on. Comment below. Tell me how you feel. And tell me if you like this video and if you don't like this video, maybe the reasons why. It's all good with me and comments. Okay, so again, thank you for coming through and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.